What is Vishuddhi Chakra? What is its significance? Its position in the body, and what is its function? The Vishuddhi Chakra connects the body's brain with the rest of the body. Its position is very vital because it is in the center of the neck. Medically, it is representing the cervical plexus. Positioned at the center of the spinal cord, on the fifth position, starting from the base of the spine. It is the most vital area of the human body, where it communicates whatever the brain receives or responds to with the rest of the body. Therefore, it is a very vital element in spirituality and the functioning of the body. When God created life, it started with the amoeba, and then over the decades and ages, life wanted to breathe out and come out in the open in its freedom to express itself, and therefore new forms and species were created in this world. And eventually it went from amoeba to many stages of, from to the fish, then to the animal, mammal stage, and then eventually it reached a stage of the monkey, where he was four-legged and he was bending and he could only see the ground when he would walk. And then came the last evolutionary process of life, when the freedom in the living being wanted to express itself at the highest level of evolution, and that was when man was created. And the first thing that happened in this transition was that he could raise his head, and he became a two-legged being called the human being. And the first plexus, the cervical plexus of the neck, became important because he could raise his head, look up to the sky, and then he developed those faculties in the brain through which it became the bridge or the communicator of the head to the rest of the body. And that what gave the most important significance to being human, and to think and to have the freedom. And so Vishuddhi, or you could say the cervical plexus, had a really vital role in the expression of man's endeavors and his responsibilities towards his surroundings. And so it has the greatest significance today in connecting the brain with the rest of the body. The Vishuddhi Chakra is important because it links the brain to the rest of the body, and it is the chakra through which a human being can express, communicate, and impart, shoulder responsibility, impart what is benevolent to himself as well as to his society, his family, or his friends, or his circle. So therefore, it plays a very important role in not only projecting the personality of the human who has a good Vishuddhi Chakra. Now, how do we say which is good or which is bad? The good Vishuddhi Chakra is of that person who has already a developed personality, which reflects on his persona. It reflects on his face. There is a glow in the face of that person. Firstly, because it controls the area of the throat, it also controls the face, the parts of the face which is the nose, the eyes, the ears, the skin. And all these form the expression of the face, which reflects the glory of the person, that is his personality. Now, this can be projected by the use of the vocal cords, the voice of the person. So, the Vishuddhi chakra draws its energy from the heart, which holds in itself the compassion and the love which he actually gains from his surroundings and from the all-pervading power that has created him. This love is universal love, it is detached love, and Vishuddhi chakra takes its quality of detachment from this love and it projects itself to the other person through the vocal cords in a very sweet manner. Therefore, it can help that person to express himself beautifully. Also, it makes him a perfect diplomat in handling situations where one has to bring the other person to one's own level and convince him or help him or give him something which is benevolent for him. So the Vishuddhi chakra also has the quality to shoulder the responsibility towards one's community, one's family, and one's country, and the world at large. So it is a very important chakra because it is the expression of one's freedom, and it is the reflection of one's heart that reaches the other person through its quality of communication, and it is also the central point from where, when the brain receives any information or it reacts to any information, it conveys it to the rest of the body, and it is the link between the brain and the body, a very important link. Therefore, this Vishuddhi chakra makes human being exclusive from all his other existences through which he has evolved to be a human being. It allows you to look up into the sky and gives you the feeling of total freedom, because man in his own freedom decides how he wants to live his life. Vishuddhi chakra gives him all those qualities to live that life in a very perfect and a beautiful manner, so that his life can be an example of setting peace and balance in the world. This is a very important quality of the Vishuddhi chakra. Now, this chakra has two sides. One is the left and one is the right. The right side makes one manage one's actions in a very aggressive way so that one is able to move forward. And the right one is a little subdued, and it is more towards compassion and towards forbearance and towards acceptance. So it takes him to the subconscious part of his existence. Both the left and the right, when they are in balance, the Vishuddhi chakra acts beautifully. The Vishuddhi chakra can be affected by negative things around which spoil the chakra, and therefore there are this element of the sky and the air that supports the Vishuddhi chakra, and you can use these elements to clear it and bring it to balance. Vishuddhi chakra's biggest controlling organs in the body are the throat, the eyes, the nose, the ears, the tongue, and the vocal cords. Now, I hope this will help in the definition and the usage of the Vishuddhi chakra in our day-to-day life. Thank you very much.